Hello, welcome to this Hangout on Air on the Anti-War channel. That's the name of this alternate channel, as opposed to my regular channel. The main channel, this is an overflow channel, and I have an overflow beer. This is the third of 6. It's Blue Moon Winter Wheat, Spiced Abbey Ale. Not made in an abbey, not authorized by an abbey, not related in any way to an abbey. That's just a style of beer anyway. It's actually made in the United States by Blue Moon Brewing Company, which is part of MillerCoors, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of MillerCoors. This beer is certified kosher, and it was introduced in 2018. It's not the old Mountain Abbey Ale. Gabriel Salaya corrected me on that. He said that was 5.6. It had different ingredients. This is 5.9. Thank you, Gabe. Ale brewed with ginger, cinnamon, mace, and orange peel. Mace. I don't know a lot about that spice. Actually, I don't know anything about it except they use it. Now, on the other side, it says brewed with ginger, cinnamon, and orange peel. Okay. April 1st, 2019. No fooling. And the code is A01202028. I don't know what that means. I have a Blue Moon glass. Thank you, Blue Moon, for sending this to me. They actually did send this to me. Sent me 4 glasses. I gave 2 to my daughter, and I kept 2, and they sent 2 T-shirts. Blue Moon cap prior, which you don't need for Blue Moon since it's twist cap. That was nice. I didn't ask for it. They just sent it. Okay. My initial 2 tastings of this were very positive. I think they did a great job. Here's my complaint. Oh, and the price was good. I was at Winn-Dixie today. They had this on sale, a 12-pack of it for $13.99. $13.99. Although the 6-packs were $9.89, so the deal was the 12-pack, $7 a 6-pack. My complaint is it is not listed on the Blue Moon website. Now, I kid you not. There's a dark appearance. Now look at that dark. That's a copper appearance. That is dark copper. You like dark beer? You like strong beer? 5.9. I wouldn't drink too many of these. You might be sorry. Oh, it's an ivory head. It's not too thick. Some wheat beers are so thick. They're just, this is not, okay. A lot of wheat beers would be thick. Half the thing would be foam because they're bottle conditioned. So there's so much living yeast in there, it just explodes sometimes out the bottom. And there'll be sediment at the bottom. Oh, look. I don't see any sediment. All I see is a regular old liquid. No, I forgot to shake it, but there's nothing there. Just glass, brown glass. And look who's watching, Gabe Salaya. I'm here, Jay. You are welcome, Jay. I like it. They did a nice job with it. I don't think we're friends on Google Plus through this account, so I can't add you to Hangout. I don't think I'm friends with anybody on this account. I would be. People don't know who that is. Who is anti-war? Okay. But thanks for watching. Yeah, they did a great job with it. They just did a bad job with the website. Like, here I am on the website. Current beers. Currently available beers. Now, I saw that pack, that triple variety pack, 12 beers, 4 of each of the 3. At Winn-Dixie for $13.99 this morning. The original Belgian white, we know from 1995. The mango wheat and the honey wheat. Summer honey wheat. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Summer. I'll say summer. Now, when are they going to come out with the winter? But then right next door, in the next area, next slot was the winter. So they're trying to get rid of the summer. I just don't think they update their websites too well, because this has not been on the market for a few days. It must have been 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks, all of November, since at least November 1st. So why is it not listed on the website? Dark brown bread crust. No, they don't use bread, but they use wheat. And what do you make bread out of? Wheat. It's got the spices. They're so married together. You can't say, oh, there's cinnamon. Oh, there's mace. Oh, there's ginger. There's nutmeg. There's orange peel. I don't think you're going to pick that up individually. They're just a melange of spices, all married together, working in concert in a symphony of spices. The mouth feels a little bit on the heavy side. I would say it's, let's call it high medium. The finish is fairly crisp though, which you wouldn't think, but it is. It's a little slickness in the mouth, and it's very carbonated beer, but there wasn't evidence in the head. Didn't go, but they did a nice job with this. A pleasant, enjoyable beer. Now, you wouldn't probably drink too many of these anyway. I don't think you would get in trouble drinking too many, because the flavor's a little too rich to just be guzzling too many of these. So this would be a one that would be nice to have, well, 1 or 2, and then you'd be done. You'd have enough of it. It's a nice every now and then beer. It's a holiday time, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that kind of thing. And you could have a few and share it with family and friends. Although most of your family and friends probably wouldn't try it, because most family and friends in my world will drink Bud Light or Coors Light or Miller Lite. That's about it. Oh yeah, I forgot it. Michelob Ultra now. That's one of the big ones, right? One of the big 4. There'll be a little faction. There'll be some factions underground drinking craft beer at these get-togethers that I might go to, but there won't be too many. If we have a Christmas party with people at work, I'll say, oh, if we go to the Mexican restaurant like we did last year, I'll say, oh, you should try Modelo Negra. Now, they had a Mexican restaurant now. Let's keep this in mind. No. You know what they're going to order? Bud Light. I go to Mexican restaurants, and the Mexican people are drinking Bud Light. I went to Mexico 2 years ago, and the people were drinking Bud Light. It's like, yes, that's what rules the world, Bud Light and Budweiser. You say Mexicans don't drink. Somebody was telling me Mexicans don't drink Corona. The Mexicans I know drink Corona. It's very popular in Mexico. I don't know where this fantasy comes from, this myth that Mexicans don't drink Corona. They ship it to the United States because they don't like it. That's crazy. It's like the #1 beer in Mexico. Mexicans like to eat. They like to drink Modelo Especial. Why do you think Corona and Modelo Especial and Dos Equis are so popular in the United States today? A lot of Hispanics have moved here, and they like to drink it. Mexicans like to eat Taco Bell. People say, that's just Anglo-American food. Another myth. I work with a Hispanic man. He loves Taco Bell. But you get these formed ideas that people have, and so they just... It's like Louisiana. They think everybody in Louisiana wants hot, spicy food. I think most people in Louisiana I know don't even like spicy food. They say, I don't want hot sauce. It's too hot. Now, is there a number of people in Louisiana that like spicy food at a higher percentage than other states? Probably so. But this idea that everybody's eating fiery hot food, no, I don't think so. Maybe in the river parishes, St. John, St. Charles, St. John the Baptist, St. James, maybe some little locations in New Orleans, but it's not ubiquitous. But this Blue Moon's working out really well. I would recommend it. I would highly recommend it. I think they did a good job. It's a little rich, though, to drink too many. It can go toe-to-toe with most of the Abbey Ale-style beers, Belgian-style Abbey Ale beers that I've had from true craft companies, whatever that means, because it doesn't really mean anything. But craft beer companies that are not yet bought out by mass producers, okay, let's call it that. Most of them were good, and I enjoyed them, and I gave them high scores, and this one is right there in the mix. So can a major company make a style that's as good as the smaller ones? Yes. The smaller ones can do it just as good as the big ones, and the big ones can do it just as good as the small ones. Cuts both ways. Now you might say, you're not part of the struggle though, man. You're not part of the struggle. That's true. I'm not. I'm just drinking them. I'm a consumer. I'm not part of the macro micro struggle. That is an absolute fact. I'm wearing a mass-produced coat, sitting in a mass-produced chair with mass-produced comic books, driving a mass-produced truck, and had Spam slices mass-produced with mass-produced extra virgin olive oil and mass-produced eggs, mass-produced milk, and mass-produced coffee. Well, let's see. Is Riley Foods a macro company for coffee? Oh, okay. They're a middle crow. They're not micro coffee. A regional brand. CDM Coffee, a regional brand like Community Coffee. But it's a mass-produced world. I don't champion it. I'm not championing that. I'm just not opposing that. And people get on their mass-produced phones and complain about mass production. All right, enough rant and raving. I'm raving about this beer. I really like it. Is it world class? No. It's an A. It's a most excellent beer. I would call it an A. I think Blue Moon knows what they're doing. There's a nice little bitterness too. I don't know what the IBUs are. Blue Moon has got their own team. You know, they're kind of like a independent operation within MillerCoors, mainly the Coors branch. So like, you know, I think they know what they're doing. There is a code down here, guys. Let's see. That makes less sense than the one up front. I don't know where this thing was made. It was one of their breweries, so they got a lot of breweries. Thanks for watching this video production. And I hope that you buy Blue Moon winter wheat. Like Jean-Pierre would say,